KJ up top, played a great distributor role in double figures for the first time in conference play last night. Here's Foster stealing a pass. He'll race into the lane. Tipton challenges, blocks him at the rim, and a foul called. I don't know if they called body contact. That would have to be the only thing. I heard a clean slap with a basketball.
The problem of it is that guy that underneath the call can't see the body contact. The guy, the trail official over here, is the only one that could see the contact, and he didn't call it.
So Foster heads to the line. Pristine white shoes on his feet. Junior Westmore High School product, averages 20.6 points per contest, had 22, lit it up in the win against Tabor on Monday. Foster's second one in as well, 9-4, early lead for Bethel. The Eagles, by the way, have trailed at halftime last two conference games. Trying to reverse that trend here tonight. Eagles wearing the home grays, Bethel in black. Malvo left wing attacking Morgan. Underneath now, skips a pass to Tipton. Up top, Josh Wilchcombe. Wilchcombe top of the key, 10 seconds, puts it on the deck. Josh attacking the basket, draws a foul, and he'll head to the line. Aggressive take from Wilchcombe. Senior from Elmont, New York, a Collin County Community College transfer. 2 fouls on Keyshawn Weyer. He'll sit down. So Wilchcombe back to the line, knocked down a pair earlier. That one off to the right. Eagles as a team 80% from the stripe, leading the conference, top 15 in the nation in so many categories. Free throw percentage, one of them. Assists, 3-pointers, winning margin, points per game, blocks per game. Have all the makings of a top 5 team in the country. Haven't lost a game this year. First time they lost or won a game by single digits was Monday, the 86-81 victory over Friends. Everything else had been 10+. Second one from Big Josh, lines it up, knocks it down. 3 points for him, 9-5. Bethel has the early advantage. They've got some bench players in. Jalen Scott in the backcourt, challenged by Isaac Rose. The Eagles have backcourt pressure. Marshall advances it to Foster across the left side. KJ challenging him. Tight defensive pressure, trying to speed up this Bethel team. Here's Marshall up top, driving on Elbert Lawrence. Outside Poe Bryant, shot fake. He'll get it to Scott. 10 on the shot clock. Back up top, Bryant. Challenging Wilchcombe. Bryant spinning in the lane, dumps it off for Scott underneath. Wilchcombe blocked shot. He averages 1.5 per game. There was the one. Eagles down by 4 after a good defensive possession. Here's Malvo to Wilchcombe up top. They get it down low to Tipton. He's fouled in the paint. They call it on the floor. Think this whistle's going to go against Sam Morgan. They say he hit Tipton on the arm. Both teams with 3 fouls early on. It's been an aggressive, up-tempo basketball game. Eagles have turned the ball over a couple times. They've only shot the ball 3 times. Here's KJ. Stop and pop, 16-footer, falls down, won't go. Isaac Rowe gets the rebound, tip to him, can't get the easy follow. It's loose in the corner. Coming away with it is Morgan for Bethel. Thought that was an easy 2 points for Isaac Rowe. Advances it to Marshall, steps into a right side 3 ball. That one too strong, tipped up and secured by Rowe. Now Tipton as Rowe had it slip through his hands once again. Here's Lawrence to Wilchcombe, short corner left side, up top Tipton, an open 3. Lance has that one hit off to the left, bounces over the top of the basket support, and out of bounds. Bench guys coming in at the 16-minute mark. They need a little bit of a resurgence here, Roger.
We do, but we're okay. We're okay. I'm not too concerned yet. We're playing hard. They took the full court press off of us pretty quick when we pressed them. And many times a team that presses you doesn't like to be pressed, and that's exactly what happened.
Up-tempo basketball game definitely lends to the Eagles' strength. 5 new guys out there, some subs for Bethel as well. Threshers with the basketball. Here's Foster off a cut top of the key, guarded by Harris. Here's Gondal, the long 3, knocks it down. Halal Gondal, junior out of Pakistan. He's a 9% three-point shooter on the year. They'll leave him open more than not. Harris, Murphy, Fikert, Haddock, and Litsky. Here's Kirk Harris, the backup point guard. They find the sharpshooter Brooks Haddock. Haddock crosses over, the long 3, or long 2 rather, no good. Murphy's offensive board takes him across the baseline. Turnover, it's Threshers basketball. 15:20 on the clock. Couple 3-pointers have gone down for Bethel. They're 3 of 5. Team that shoots 35%. They defend the 3 very well. Here's Foster attacking the basket, flips it up high off the glass and over Murphy and in. Foster's got 4 points, and it's a 14-5 lead. Could be about as big of a deficit as the Eagles have faced all season. Here's Haddock, top of the key. Dribbling over toward the left wing. Tight defense from Jalen Scott. Haddock trying to get rid of the basketball. Finds Murphy at the half-court logo. 13 to shoot. Eagles need to get a quality look. Here's a skip down to Litsky. Short corner. Litsky backing down the defender Gondal. Jansen going to work. Right-handed hook shot. Not going to go. Loose ball. Rebound. Touch out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Bethel getting a lot of bounces their way in the early goings. Eagles 5-0 at home this season. 9-0 on the year. Overall, 14.5 minutes to go, 14-5. Here's Bethel, they're shooting 50%. Eagles just 1 of 7. Scott cuts to the basket. Three defenders on him. Here's Gondal for 3, off back iron, won't go. Haddock tips the rebound to Jake Fikert. Jake, the senior, comes away with it. A lot of veteran presence even in the bench unit. Jake skips it on the block to Chris Murphy. Murphy attacking Gondal, going straight up off the side of the rim, won't go. Rebound to Jalen Scott as he tiptoes the baseline. 1 of 8 for the Eagles early on, a team that rarely struggles offensively. Foster in the lane, skips it out to Scott. They get it left side in the corner, Gondal. They'll reset at the top. They work it right side, Marshall driving on Harris. Marshall, mid at the rim, blocked shot by Litsky. Haddock comes away with the loose ball. Eagles running in transition, bounce pass. Harris in the lane, tries to finish at the rack, not going to go down. Rebound controlled by the Threshers. 1 of 9 for the Eagles. Outlet to Foster, left wing, Camps shoots the 3, not going to go. Chris Murphy secures the one-handed rebound. Eagles still running at breakneck speeds. Fikert left side, plants, fires, and misses. Rebound to Murphy. Fikert sets up again, that one off to the right. Big time Eagles might need a timeout.
Yeah, we're getting a little too wild and crazy here. Let's get good shots, good look.
Haven't hit a field goal in over 4 minutes. Here's a pass left side, Foster, and LA feeds Scott backing down. Fikert had the matchup advantage but passes out of it. Gondal for 3. It goes. Gondal hits his second one. Bethel 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. They lead 17-5 on an 8-1 run spanning the last 4 minutes, and their bench loves it. 12:52 remaining. Eagles trailing here at home 17-5. Team getting punched in the mouth a little bit, Roger.
Yeah, they've taken that.
Spots up for 3. That one rattles in and out. Lipscomb offensive board, and he's fouled from behind by Gondal. 4th team foul. Gondal might see some big minutes with the 6'7" big man Keyshawn Ware, the starter, on the bench. Inbound to Tipton, left corner, back to Lipscomb on the block. Josh turns around, feeds Rowe to the corner, touch pass up top to Lawrence. KJ for 3, left wing, knocks it down. That'll help you get off the schneid. KJ, one of 4 players on this team that shoots over 40% from distance. The Eagles get their first one to go down at 17-8. Back to single digits. Marshall up top, finds Morgan. Long hair flowing over the headband. They get it to Scott, backing down Lawrence. Scott spins around. Elbert put an elbow in his back. Tough foul called. 4th team on the Eagles to even them up with Bethel here at the 12-minute mark. 17-8, Threshers out in front. Eagles have a target on their back every time they go out here in this conference. Bethel basketball, 18 to shoot. Here's Marshall cutting inside, feeds Gondal down low, spinning. Blind shot, no good. Wilchcombe secures the rebound. Josh, one of the top rebounders in the country, 11.5 per game. Here's a pass to Tipton on the block over the top of Morgan. Lance banks that one home. Had the matchup advantage he wanted, and he gets a bucket. Back-to-back for the Eagles, 17-10, a mini 5-0 run. We'll see if they can get another stop. Marshall swings it left side to Scott, gets a screen, double team now. Finds Gondal up top, shot fake. They reverse it to the corner. Marshall drives right corner to the baseline. Shot fake, gets defenders in the air, and a smooth finish inside. The junior from Jenks, 19-10, Bethel out in front. Much improved Bethel team. The Eagles thumped them by 39 towards the end of the regular season, up in Newton last season. Also won at home. Skip pass down low to Wilchcombe, double teamed in the post. Josh looking for someone, now he's going to attack Gondal. Spins over the right shoulder, no good. Rebound loose down on the baseline. Bethel comes away with it. Josh forced that one up. He shot into the double team, exactly what Bethel wants him to do. 9-point contest, 9 minutes in. Starters playing some long minutes, as Roger noted. Bryant, Morgan, and Marshall have been out there from the beginning. Bryant tries to dunk it. Rowe rejects him. Eagles on the break. Here's Lawrence near side. Elbert has the ball ripped. It's loose underneath the basket. Elbert fights it up, and he's fouled. I don't know if he had any chance to make that shot from the angle, but how about that block on the other end, Roger, from Isaac Rowe? Poe Bryant was taken off like a 747.
It went off the glass like a shot. I don't think he thought Isaac could get up that high.
I think Isaac Rowe could be one of the more underestimated players on this team.
Oh, I think he's the highest leaper we got.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
He's never even used a trampoline in his life. He never needed it.
Yeah.
Lawrence first free throw's good. Elbert is 3 of 6 from the foul line this year, believe it or not. Not a guy that gets fouled very often. Elbert just 2 points in the last 2 games. He's the number 7 scorer on this team as he misses the free throw. I think on a lot of other teams in the conference, Elbert could be the top scorer. It's just how deep this lineup goes. 19-11, 10.5 minutes. Brooks Haddock peppered in with the starters. Here's a long 2 from Poe Bryant, right wing, not gonna go. Wilchcombe reaches up to secure the rebound. Eagles on the break, trying to cut in. Here's Lawrence driving toward the basket, hit hard, he's mugged at the rim. Poe Bryant, no ill intent, he helps Elbert back up. Bryant, I think he was mad that Isaac rejected him so hard on the other end a couple times ago. He tried to get it back and missed mightily.
You could see it coming.
Elbert has gotten hit hard the last couple times down the floor. He's going to earn his trips to the foul line. 10:22 remains. Eagles digging in here, trailing at home. Come out of the gate a little slow, 3 of 15 from the floor. Elbert from the stripe, no good. He struggled last year, 50% or thereabouts. Elbert, all-conference honorable mention last season. In and out on the free throw, not gonna go. Rebound to Jalen Scott. Scott had 13 boards on Monday. Also 7 assists, 4 steals to go with his 14 points, and a nice win over Tabor. That was all off the bench too. How about that stat line? 8-point contest at the midway point. Marshall, in and out dribble. Fake the shot, goes to Bryant at the top of the key. They feed Scott open for 3. Got it from the corner. Jalen Scott's first bucket, 22-11. 9:55 remaining. KJ Malvo, purple shoes today. Driving on Marshall, KJ fades, and that one hits off the lip of the rim, no good. Scott secures the board. No passes on that possession for Wesleyan. Here's Marshall, left side. Gets a screen at the top of the key. Malvo picks up the defense. Marshall inside, throws it up top for Bryant. A lot of ball movement. Scott working on Rowe. 2 long players. Scott nearly ripped, saves possession. They get it to the corner. Marshall right side driving in. Rowe punches the ball free, but Marshall picks it up off the floor. 8 on the shot clock. They get it left side. Scott's 3 over Marshall. Cashes home another. Jalen Scott, second one to go, and it's a 14-point game. I believe the Eagles' biggest deficit all season.
The Bethel shooting lights out.
Rowe at the free throw line, shot fake, passes out to Elbert Lawrence. Elbert attacking the rim, finger roll softly off the glass and in. Nice look by Elbert Lawrence. Bethel, believe it or not, shooting 7 of 16, but they're 6 of 9 from 3. 25-13 is the score. Bethel holding on to the ball. Marshall dribbling out some time at the volleyball line. Shot clock down to 12. Passes to Scott straight up top of the key. Scott gets it to the corner, working it to Bryant. 7 on the shot clock. Bryant backing down Malvo. Now Rowe helps with the double team. 4 seconds. Marshall at the left wing feeds it open. Bryant off balance. 3 goes. 7 of 10 from beyond the arc. 28-13. Donnie Bostwick clapping his hands saying, we're all right, we're all right. Eagles need to find some offensive momentum. They're 4 of 17 from the field. They've only hit 1 3-pointer. Here's Haddock. He can end that drought. Haddock backing away toward the center circle. Feeds Albert Lawrence, who's been a facilitator in this offense. Lawrence baseline, skips it to Haddock. Jacks up a contested 3. That one not going to go. Rebound to Marshall. 15-point deficit. 4th-ranked Eagles trail. Pass to the corner. Foster, the leading scorer, tried to save that one on the baseline, and it's going to be touched out of bounds, tapped by Wilchcombe. Jake Feikert's going to come in as Albert Lawrence taking a beating these last couple minutes. 6-2 run last 2 minutes for Bethel. So they're pulling away a little bit. Eagles working uphill
you're
tonight.
shooting 60, what is it, 60?
Well, 7 of 10 from 3.
70% from the 3-point line? That's hard to contend with.
But a lot of those have been uncontested shots. At least 4 of those makes have been wide open.
And we're spending a lot of energy. And boy, to climb back from this, you're going to burn a lot.
Here's Foster for 3, rims in and out. Litsky tap, last touch by Bethel, they say. I thought Jansen had the hand on it
Somebody
last.
must have tipped it off his fingertip.
So some subs for Coach Bostwick. KJ Malvo, Jake Feikert, Brooks Haddock, Jansen Litsky, and Isaac Rowe. Isaac came off the bench on Monday, scored 17 points. Rowe faces up Scott, spinning inside with the left hand, tries to finish at the rim, won't go. And the rebound inside for Jalen Scott. He's got 5 boards today to lead all rebounders. 28-13, Bethel trying to add on. Here's Gondal's hit a couple outside shots. New guy in, Greg White, getting into the bench now for Bethel. We'll see if the Eagles can pull away. Gondal's 3 over Feikert, won't go. Rowe had a hand on him, knocked to the ground. He couldn't get the rebound. It's a foul called.
1-1.
Already, that's going to be important. That foul goes on Jalen Scott, the freshman from Allen, Texas. Sam Morgan enters for Jalen Scott on the Bethel sideline.
You know, they're shooting 70% from the free throw line, and we're shooting 21% from the field and 12% from the field. We could be worse than this.
Yeah, you know, the numbers are not pretty right now.
No.
Isaac Rowe, foul shots on the way. Isaac has improved his shooting touch a lot. He's shooting 42% from 3 after a 3 of 4 effort, 72% from the foul line as he steps up for a 1-and-1. High arcing foul shot off the mark, leaving points out there. 15-point contest, 7 minutes to go. Eagles have been cold for really the entirety of the half. Not a lot of energy in the building. Here's Sam Morgan, top of the key. To Greg White, a substitute. Now Gondal, left side. Up top, Dakota Foster, who's played a lot of minutes. Drives by Isaac Rowe in the lane, tries to finish over Litsky, can't do it. Kirk Harris gets the rebound. Eagles a 5-on-4 if they want it. Pass to Haddock in the corner, spots up, 4-3. That one not going to go. Eagles, 1 of 9 from beyond the arc. The 3-point shooting continues to be their Achilles heel here in this contest. 6:26 remaining, they trail by 15. Here's Morgan, left side, double team down low as he drives, kicks it to the side. Gondal at the elbow, up top White. They work it around. Foster heaves a 3. That one won't go, but Morgan gets the offensive board. Bethel out hustling the Eagles right now. They'll reset. Fresh shot clock. Greg White out there. Passes it to Foster. Now they work it back to the right for White. Morgan at the elbow. Back to the defender Haddock. Now faces him up. Morgan inside. 2 defenders on him. Morgan needs to get it out to Foster. Shot fake. Foster gets it down low to White. 9 on the shot clock. Reverse layup. Greg White finishes at the rim. Senior from San Antonio gets his first bucket, a guy who rarely scores less than a point per game. 30-13. Eagles have scored 1 bucket in 4 minutes. Second time they've had a stretch like that in this half. It's ugly. Down 17 at home. Rowe inside. A tie-up called. Possession arrow. It'll stay right here.
Trying to do too much right now by one-on-one. You know, you got to work together.
17-point game. Eagles freshly minted in the top 5 of the coaches poll on Tuesday. 5.5 minutes remaining, by far their lowest first half output. at least on pace for that. Tipton's inbound pass tip. Litsky fetches it in the corner. He'll get it to Kirk Harris on the wing, right side. Needs somebody to provide an energy jolt. Nobody with more than 5 points. Litsky with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Tipton, 4 seconds. Tipton needs to get a shot, 3 seconds. Tipton spinning, blocked shot. Haddock, his look is not going to count. Shot clock violation. Frustration continues for the Eagles. Need to do something to bust out of this slump. 13 points in 15 minutes. Second game of the week. 2 days off after Monday's grinded out victory over Friends. Maybe they're tired. Here's Scott on the right wing. Bethel on offense, everything going their way. They've missed their last 3 from beyond the arc, though. Eagles haven't been able to capitalize. Here's Foster on Fiker, took an extra step. He gets away with it. Here's Poe Bryant charging by Tipton. Finger roll left it short. Here's Kirk Harris, skips it to Litsky in the lane. Litsky tries to finish at the rim, can't do it. Fetches his own offensive rebound. Fights his way up through traffic. Second try won't go. Gets it again. Litsky takes it back outside Harris. Kirk in the lane. Throws it to the corner for Tipton. Touch pass Haddock for 3. Got it to go finally. Brooks Haddock hit a 3-pointer and now 10 consecutive ball games. It's 30-16. Need to see a lot more of that in the final 4 minutes of this half. Finally some energy in the building. Foster left corner for Bethel on offense. It's a 5-3 basketball team. They've won 2 in a row in conference. Here's White, right wing, working on Harris. Now double teamed as Haddock helps. Back up top, Scott, 8 seconds. Scott pulls for 3, and it goes in. 3 for Scott in the last 5 minutes. 33-16, the Eagles can't play defense on the perimeter. Here's Litsky, feeds Tipton on the block. Tip pass out to Haddock. He'll try distance again. Rattles in and out. Tipton offensive board. One dribble. Tipton finger roll blocked at the rim by Scott, who comes away with it for Bethel. 17-point contest. Here's Bryant charging over the top of Fiker. And they're going to call a block on Jake. 2 shots. I think the set might have been just a bit late.
He was there. I don't know if he was outside the line, but that was, I mean, there's no question he was there.
So Bryant to the stripe. 2 shots for him, 62% foul shooter. Eagles down by 17. Bryant, first one, rattles around, falls down. Junior from Edmond Memorial, 34-16. Eagles trailing, by the way, if you're just joining us, really struggling, shooting 20% from the floor here tonight. Bethel 8 of 14 from beyond the arc. Eagles 2 of 11. The 3-point shot is their calling card, shooting 40% as a team on the year. Hasn't been there tonight. Bryant second off the mark. Tipton rips the rebound away from Wilchcombe. 18-point game. Donnie trying to rally the troops. They need to get some energy in this building here tonight. Malvo, left side, working on Marshall. Need to get some good looks. Find Wilchcombe on the block or something. Defense from Bethel's been stupendous. Here's Wilchcombe on the interior. One defender, Bryant, they shade him. Here's Rowe left open because of it. 4-3, Isaac, too strong. Little frustration as he clamps his hands after the miss. Bethel charges the other way. Here's Scott, now to Marshall. They work at left side, down low to Foster. Short corner matched up with Albert Lawrence, spinning over the top and finishes at the rim. Dakota Foster's got 6 points, 20-point advantage, 36-16. It's a 14-5 run spanning 5 minutes. 2:45 remaining in the first half. Nothing going the Eagles' way. Here's Tipton on the outside. He'll force a 3-ball up. No good. Wilchcombe offensive board, goes to the floor, puts it back up and in. Much needed first field goal for Josh Wilchcombe. 36-18. Let's match that with a defensive stop. Some backcourt pressure, 3-quarter court being shown. Marshall's going to get it across the timeline. Marshall at the elbow, feeds it inside Foster, spinning around the defender, finishes at the rim inside. Back-to-back buckets for Foster, 38-18, still a 20-point game. Eagles getting blown out. Tipton, shot fake, top of the key, driving, kicks to the corner. Malvo fires for 3, too much on it. Rebound for Scott. The Eagles still putting up threes, 2 of 14. Scott trapped in the backcourt, heaves it to Poe Bryant. Now numbers, Bryant at the lane, can't finish at the rim. Rebound tipped into the corner. It'll go out of bounds. Eagle basketball. Minute 52 remaining. Wesleyan shooting 21%. Down by 20. Comebacks of this proportion, not necessarily easy to come by. Obviously the Eagles, in all likelihood, the favorite team coming into this game, but not looking like it. They've won 16 consecutive on the home floor.
This has been a horse race too. I mean, this has been up and down, up and down.
A lot of down for the Eagles. Here's Wilchcomb. Has a look inside, feeds Haddock, 16-footer baseline, knocks it down. Brooks Haddock, second field goal to go, 38-20. Eagles need a couple stops, couple buckets in the next 90 seconds before halftime. Need to try to make this a little bit more manageable. Marshall holding onto the ball, looking for Coach Jason Artez, the first-year man for a play. Here's Bryan in the corner, right side. Bryan backing down Haddock, has some size, double team. Now Marshall, top of the key, fakes the pass, drives, feeds Gondal for three in the corner, rims in and out. Scott, offensive rebound, flies over the top. And what are we gonna have here? I think a double foul could be the indication. Yeah, they're gonna do it. Well, how's that? Second time today. So that should give Bethel possession, I believe. Is that correct, Roger?
Double foul. White 12.
Yeah, they'll get it. I think Poe Bryant picks up one. Didn't see who they charged on Wesleyan. We'll try to get that in just a second. Minute 9, 18-point contest. Fresh 30 for Bethel. Eagles in desperate need of a defensive stop. Bethel 8 of 15 from beyond the arc. Eagles 2 of 14. Tells you all you need to know. Here's Marshall, top of the key, shot fake, driving on Rowe, gets a step inside and finishes at the rack. Eagles biting on everything the Bethel Threshers do. Jab step to the side, they'll bite, and Marshall's so quick he can get by you. 40-20, less than a minute to go. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 42 on the game clock. Malvo to Wilchcomb, high post, turns around to face up Gondal. Wilchcomb puts the ball on the deck at the elbow. Now he backs him down. Two defenders. Wilchcomb spins over the top. Can't convert inside. Bethel with the basketball. Shot clock and game clock practically even. Shot clock remains on. 20-point game. It's not going to get any better than that going to halftime. Bethel is going to hold for the final shot. Jalen Scott keeping it on the volleyball lines. 10 on the shot clock. Isaac Rowe matches up. One-on-one, he'll call for a screen, gets it from Gondal, top of the key, double team, Wilchcomb pressuring, stolen by Haddock. Haddock with 3 seconds, pulls up from deep left wing at the buzzer. Off back iron, won't go. Shocking here at Mueller, 40-20. Bethel beating the Eagles at home, the undefeated season on the line. We'll take a break, we'll talk about it. playing big here at home. Need to try to reverse their fortune. Starting line on the floor. Scores over a double team. An opportunity to make it a three-point play. It's 42-26. Eagles have at least subtracted the lead by 4. Josh at the line. Hangs on the lip of the rim, falls through. Josh in double figures now for the 7th consecutive game, 8th time this season. 42-27. 16:49 remaining.
We've scored 7 to their 2, so we've cut 5 points off of that lead in just a little over 3 minutes.
See if that energy can keep going. Here's Scott on offense. Now Marshall, full head of steam. Dribble drive, kicks down low, stolen. Fikert picked the pocket. Headed to Haddock. Eagles in transition. Brooks on the right side. Looking for someone. Feeds Wilchcomb on the block. Up top, KJ. They work it around to Fikert left side. Skipping it on the block left side. Rowe down low underneath. Kicks it outside to the wing. KJ open for 3. Lines it up. Knocks it down. Give me all 3 of those, KJ. 10 points for him. Double figures for the 2nd straight game. It's 42-30. Eagles back in things. 12-point contest all of a sudden. They've made up 8 points since halftime. On a 10-2 run. Here's Scott, right side, throws it to the corner. Poe Bryant lines up an open 3. Nobody contested. Nobody got the rebound either. Scott has it back for Bethel. Here's Gondal, right wing. Outside Jalen Scott. Wilchcomb extends the defensive pressure outside the arc. Scott takes him one-on-one in the paint. Dumps it off for Gondal underneath. Back outside. Morgan fires for 3. That one in and out, but an offensive board by Gondal. Wilchcomb didn't anticipate it correct. They'll
Josh
reset.
is tired.
Yeah,
He's sucking air right now, really bad.
Bent over at the waist. Litsky is going to be the sub at the next stoppage. Marshall matched up one-on-one with Rowe. Driving inside. Marshall sends it back outside. Gondal shot fake. Gets Haddock in the air. Gondal for 3. Gets it again. Made 1 3 on the season coming into tonight. He has 3 today. 45-30. A clap back from the Threshers. Been an enticing first 5 minutes, though. KJ Malvo lets everyone catch his breath. It'll be a pick and roll play with Wilchcomb. KJ slashes through the lane, left-handed finish, unsuccessful. Bryant brought the ball down to the floor. KJ rips it inside. They're going to call a foul on who? I think it's on Bryant.
Yeah, I think they called it on him because he came on top of him.
KJ, the quickest hands in the world. Now a discussion. No, on KJ. I don't know about that. Wilchcomb out, Litsky in. Crowd doesn't like it one bit. It's a tough call with 2 guys on the floor. Thought KJ had the ball and Bryant punched it out after KJ picked his pocket. Eagles going to show full court pressure. Got burnt the last time they did this. Bluebirds rein in. (45-30). 15 minutes remain. Scott has the ball. Driving right wing and in. Scott throws it to the corner for Marshall. Haddock laid with the defensive pressure. Marshall's 3 off back rim. No good. Isaac Rowe gets the rebound. Eagles charging into the front court. Underhanded flip to KJ Malvo. Has the taller defender Poe Bryant on him. Bryant listed at 6'5". KJ at 5'10". He wants the matchup. He'll take it to him. KJ working left side. Now turns around, shields his back to the defender, sinks to the corner, throws it to Haddock up top, challenged by Morgan. It's a hand fight for it. Possession arrow is going to go to Bethel. As long as they call the tie-up, no signal from our referees. I think finally they do. I don't think anybody put 2 thumbs up at any point. Are they going to get a foul? It's going to say Eagle ball. Yeah,
warning, or they gave a warning to Donnie.
Okay. So it is going to be Bethel basketball. They were pointing at Donnie. I thought they were pointing at the spot. Well, no, maybe it is Eagle ball. Nobody has signaled whose possession. Everybody on Wesleyan side of the court.
The referees have got to get their head in the game right now. They've lost a little bit of control here.
And now a stoppage as Poe Bryant has a cut on his elbow, likely from that scuffle with KJ Bryant down on the baseline. Still don't know whose ball it is. It is Bethel. Okay.
Get in the game. What happened?
Here's Scott to Foster, jump stop in the lane, extra step. KJ gets a hand on the pass. Haddock saves it on the far side. Eagles down by 15, need to run. Got the crowd behind him. Brooks, right wing, steps into a 3-ball. Yes! 45-32, a stoppage of play. A spot down there on the court. Again, residue from that scuffle between Bryant and Malvo. Referee talking to Lance. Substitution, Bryant comes in for Morgan. Jason Artaz playing the chess game. 14:02, 45-33. Eagles have made up 8 points in 6 minutes. We'll see if a stop and a score can put this game in single digits. Full court pressure from the Eagles. Malvo pressuring Marshall in the backcourt. It's a one-on-one matchup. Marshall could be quicker. Running hip for hip. KJ had the ball jarred free for a second. Crowd getting lively, supporting their undefeated Eagles. 16-game home winning streak at risk. Here's a double team. Bryant down low, floater running in, no good. And a blocking foul called as Spiker got the rebound. That's unbelievable. That was
double technical.
A technical called. Why? Why was the technical called? 45-33. Poe Bryant, Jake Fleichert both called for technicals. So Bryant's going to head to the line. It's a shooting foul. Some objections to that. Bryant misses. Crowd loves it. So the technical's offset.
I thought in technicals offset, you have alternating possession, you go to a jump ball.
Well, there was the common foul called on the ground as well.
I'll tell you, that should have been a charge.
Bryant, second free throw good, 46-33.
That was terrible.
Eagles have the building behind them. KJ charging coast to coast, fouled in the lane. You love the fire from KJ in that moment. You knew he was trying to drive in and get a foul called. Everybody in the building knew it.
At least they got the crowd fired up a little
Exactly. If nothing else, that. You know, if you get these guys playing motivated, and I don't know what Jake did to warrant a technical other than saying, I don't agree with you. I mean, we know Jake. KJ from the line, good on the first. But yeah, there is a lot of energy in this building. Coach Artez wants a timeout. Finally, the refs hear him. My goodness, we still got 13:38 on the clock. 46-30. Behind the Eagles here tonight. Maybe 8 people on the Bethel timeout. Second one, up and in, down to 11. Eagles.
Yeah, let's get it under double digits.
15-6 run in 6.5 minutes. KJ Malvo having a nice game, 12 points, 13:30 on the clock, all day remaining. Here's Jalen Scott, right corner, driving baseline, throws it up top for Foster. A three ball in and out, and the rebound goes to Tipton. A bucket would cut it to single digits here with all the time in the world remaining. KJ Malvo at the controls, driving in, throws a pass, and it's intercepted by Bryant. Ball slipped out of his hand. He was trying to draw a foul once more.
It was not.
Here's Marshall at the rim. Rejected. Letsky says, get out of here. And Jansen's going to come out. Great effort there. Rowe will go back in. Only a sophomore. KJ Malvo comes in. Some good effort from him as well.
And I think I heard he's got a little brother that's good, too.
Really? Here's Marshall inbounding on the baseline for the Threshers. Spirited competition here on a Thursday night. Undefeated Eagles at risk of taking their first loss here. They trailed by 11. It was a 20-point gap at halftime, though. Here's Scott off the screen, top of the key, driving on Tipton. Inside, turns around, feeds Gondolf. Three ball, top of the key, way off the mark. Rowe gets the rebound. Eagles, a bucket, could trim it to single digits. Here's a pass to Wilchcombe. Josh charging through the lane and throws that one up, and no good, but he'll go to the line for two shots. The Eagles' aggressiveness inside, Roger, has turned their fortunes in this ball game. Now they need to cash in on the free throw line, just 7 of 12 today. Josh, 3 of 4 from the line today. Actually, 4 of 5, excuse me. That one in, 46 to 36. 11 points for Josh. Got a ball game going on here tonight. 6 points in over 7 minutes for the Threshers. Second one from Josh, up and good as well. 46-37. Eagles have trimmed this considerably. Here's Foster to Marshall as the Eagles pressure backs off. It's Fikert, Haddock, Tipton, Rowe, and Wilchcombe. Here's Marshall, hands off to Scott over at the left wing. Scott off the screen, top of the key. Double teamed at the elbow, kicks it out to Foster, drives on Haddock. Wilchcombe to help defense. What's the call? Gonna get a foul on Wilchcombe on the baseline. I think he reached in there. Baseline referee said no. The guy up top made the call. I don't mind that call, it's just where it came from.
Phantom call.
Here's Marshall, skips it down low to Ware, finishes over the top of Fikert. Nice inbound play, back to double digits. 48-37. Eagles quickly headed the other way. Here's Fikert getting toward the rim. Finger roll, no good. Forced shot. Fikert called for a frustration foul. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, now you're trying shots that are hard. We can get better shots.
Jake Artie has a technical today.
Going to be shooting 1 and 2 more.
5 fouls on Bethel. That one the fifth now on the Eagles. Fikert has 3 of them. 48-37. Eagles need to play under control. They're still just 4 of 22 from beyond the arc. 3-point ball is what's going to get him back in it. Here's Scott driving in on Rowe and flips that one high off the glass as he falls down to the hardwood. 2 shots on the way for Scott. It's a free throw fest here tonight, Roger.
See, now we're falling back in a little bit of the old rut we had earlier. We're forcing shots a little bit. You know, we just got to go down and play disciplined offense, get a good shot. We'll
run a play in the half court. Yeah. Pick and roll offense works really well.
This kid here is a good shooter.
Jalen Scott now at 10 points. He's made 3 3-pointers. KJ Malvo about ready to check in. Might be the offensive spark the Eagles need. Scott from the stripe, rattles in and out. Wilchcombe goes up high for the rebound. His 6th to go along with his team-high 12 points. 49-37. Here's Wilchcombe, top of the key. Trying to give off the ball to somebody. Feeds Tipton in the post matchup with Morgan. Lance fighting inside. A foul called on the floor against Sam Morgan. It'll be the 6th team foul against the Threshers. Second on Morgan, the senior Emporia State transfer. Malvo comes in for Haddock. So Malvo, Lawrence, Rowe, Tipton, and Wilchcombe.
1 and 1 from now on.
Both sides. Here's KJ up top. Purple shoes today. Maybe that's the bad luck charm. KJ trying to free himself on the right wing. Picked up the dribble. Feeds Lawrence. Top of the key. Now left side play. It's a deep one. 4-3. Give them all 3. Tipton's back into this arena. Here's Morgan, right side. Back up to Marshall. They'll reset the offense. Ware sets a screen for him. Marshall to Morgan, weak side. Morgan on the free throw line. Back out. Eagles play tight defense. Here's Foster. Gets by Lawrence. Elbert called for a foul. He got out of position badly.
Boy, they had a mismatch on us inside.
It's a long team for Bethel. Right now this lineup with Dakota Foster at 6'4" with some length, Jalen Scott a long 6'4", and Keyshawn Ware at 6'7". So lineup can match up with the Eagles lengthwise, which not a lot of teams can say.
Yeah.
Foster 1-1 at the line, converts the first one. Foster now with 9 points, 62% foul shooter. He's from Moore, Oklahoma.
I wonder what takes him to Bethel. Good
free throw,
good shooter.
Yeah, very good. Leading scorer on the year at 20 per game. One of the tops in the conference. 51-40. The Eagles have been pretty much playing back and forth. Well, crossover move.
I thought he
had the step on Scott. Now he backs him down in the lane, up with the left hand and in from 6 feet. Isaac Rowe, those are his first points of the game. 51-42. This is where the Eagles need a run, and they can have the pressures where they want them. Scott up top, trying to get a screen. He'll take it over toward the left wing. Gets a screen up top from Ware. Here's Greg White working on Malvo. Now Sam Morgan with the ball. 10 to shoot, matched up with Tipton. Back to Scott. He's ran the offense. Rowe guards him defensively. Scott at the elbow, 5 seconds, trying to run around toward the left. Back up top, Foster, 3 seconds. Foster in the lane, dumps it off for nobody. And there's a foul called down low. No, a shot clock violation. Should have been a foul on Ware.
Good defense.
Good 30 seconds of defense, absolutely. 10:24 on the clock. A charged up Eagles team trying to rein in their emotions and pull off an incredible comeback. They're down 9. It was 20 at half.
I tell you, there's a lot of time left, though. We don't need to panic here.
No, just keep getting good shots, keep being physical, keep being aggressive. Isaac Rowe, one-on-one matchup, spins over Scott, fouled on his way up. The Eagles have tried to pick out the one-on-one matchups here in this second half, but they've been aggressive.
Well, see, that's what he's done. He's moved him to guard.
Yeah, Isaac Rowe, we saw him play point guard at times last season.
Yeah, and he does it a lot, but he's moved him to point guard, and he said, hey, just take your man to the hole. Just take him to the hole. And if they double team, you dump it off, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Isaac from the line converts. 72% foul shooter. It's 51-43. Inching back. Second one from Isaac, good as Wilchcombe takes a tumble, no whistle. 10 minutes left, 51-44. Eagles have made up 13 points in a matter of 10 minutes, looking like the number 4 team in the country this half. But need more work to be done. Here's Morgan, right wing, off the screen from Ware. Up top to Scott, they throw it away inside. Wilchcombe picks it off. Eagles, they want to move. It's a track meet. Rowe inside, feeds Albert Lawrence, right wing, steps into it. And that went off the mark. Wilchcombe had a shot at the board, tips it away. Scott comes away with it. The lid was going to come off, and that went in, Roger. 51-44. Here's Foster. Working on Lawrence, one of the better defenders in the conference. Now Ware gets by Wilchcombe in the lane. Blocked shot, though. Malvo comes away with it. Eagles moving in transition. KJ, top of the key, flings it to the corner for Rowe. Shot fake, he'll hold on to it. Now he'll line it up and bury it. Isaac Rowe, 51-47. I think we got a technical foul.
No, it's a warning. Leave the ball
So
alone.
Donnie has a warning. Coach Artez has a warning.
It's a warning. Leave the ball alone. It goes through the net.
Okay. Never mind. I got a little excited.
I think after one, I think if you get the second one, it's a technical. I'm not sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
Isaac Rowe with the ball right wing. Gets a screen from Wilchcombe up at the top. Eagles down by 6. Rowe crosses over in the lane with the right hand. Throws it up there. No good, but he'll have 2 shots on the way. Isaac has been really creative at the rim. You know, he likens his game to James Harden, said he idolizes him. He looks like James Harden out there, stepping on the gas, stepping on the brakes, crossing over, doing anything you can to get to the line. He's 2 of 3 there today. Got the first one. Senior from Mansfield, Texas, a Southwestern Assemblies of God University transfer. Came up with Donnie last year. 8:35 remaining, 53-48. Second one from Rowe, good. Back to a 4-point game, 53-49. Oh boy. Pass coming into your living room.
Go get it.
Bethel turns it off. You know, Roger, on Monday, I actually got one. They crashed into me at Friends. Knocked over my microphone and everything. That one was right on target. Eagle basketball down 4. They can make it a 1-score game. Here's Rowe working on Marshall. Isaac in the lane. Back outside. KJ pops a 3. Yes! KJ's got 15. It's a 1-point game. Crowd on fire. Bench trying to rile him up in the student section. Boy, are we having fun tonight. Here's Marshall up top. Left side Foster driving on Rowe at the rim. Scores. Tough move by Dakota Foster. Foster's got 12 points. 55-52. Volume turned down momentarily. KJ backs away. He's looking Foster dead in the face. Calls for a screen from Wilchcombe. Takes it at the top of the key. KJ at the free throw line. Gets rid of the ball to Wilchcombe. Denied. Stolen by Bethel. Headed the other way, it's Marshall. Marshall in the lane. Throws it to the corner for Morgan for 3. Tipton got a hand to it. Foster down low. Back to Bryan. Off back rim. Won't go. Wilchcombe secures it. Eagles on the run. They could tie it. Tipton has a go. Yes, sir! 55-all. 7:15 remaining. Lance Tipton takes the top off the place. Where'd that 20-point advantage go for Bethel? They can't find it.
They're shell-shocked right now.
And a near turnover. Bryant lost it, and a foul called down low. Loose ball situation. Boy, have we seen a lot of those get crazy today. It's a lot of fun here tonight. 55-55. Eagles will raise a 20-point lead in 13 minutes. My goodness gracious. What else do you say?
I tell you, we spent a lot of energy to get back.
And that's a good point.
And I hope we can contain it, but we can't let them get on a run now. We got to keep going.
So headed to the line, it's Poe Bryant. Both teams in the bonus. Bryant, just 4 points today, 62% foul shooter. He's from Edmond Memorial High School. Crowd letting him hear it. First one up and in, 56-55. Bethel takes the advantage. Eagles have not led in this game, by the way.
The coach is wondering what happened.
Bryant, second one, rattles in. 57-55. Eagles trailed by 2 with 7 minutes to go. Coming down to the wire potentially here at Mueller. KJ Malvo, Isaac Rowe have taken this game over. Lance Tipton, a couple big threes. Here's Rowe, top of the key. Inside out move on Bryant. Spinning inside, kicks to the corner. Tipton double clutches the ball. Tipton driving baseline. Nobody steps in his way. He throws it up hard and draws a foul. Bethel, by the way, 1 of 8 from 3 in this half.
Going to be 2 shots after the Knicks foul on them.
Double bonus on the way. Really from both sides. Eagles have 18 fouls. Lance could tie it here. 73% foul shooter. Coming off a 17-point effort on Monday, by far his best game in an Eagle uniform. 6:40 on the clock. Plenty of excitement left to be had. Tipton, first one, nothing but net. 57-56. Lance, one more from the line. We're knotted up at 57 once more. 6:40 on the clock. Jake Fikert into the game. He's a spark plug guy, needs to keep his emotions in check. Here's Jalen Scott dribbling in the backcourt. Rowe on him. Scott across the timeline with 2 seconds to spare. Could have been a 10 count. Eagles playing tough defense. Looks like a zone. Never mind, could be man-to-man. Either way, Marshall dribbling up top. Passes to Scott left side off the screen. Here's Gondal open. He launches one. Gondal's hit some big shots. That one included a three-pointer in. 12 points for him. 60-57. Tipton, the response. Got it! Blow for blow. Lance Tipton. He's got 13 tonight in double figures for the 7th time this season. 60 all, 6 minutes to go. Here's Marshall. Looking to Coach Artaz for some direction. He's going to stand on the wings of the Eagles for direction. Here's Morgan to Bryant, right side matchup on Litsky. Drives on him. Jansen called for the foul. Jansen, look at disbelief on his face.
That was a inexperienced response there.
So 1-1 on the way for Bryant. That's the 9th foul on the Eagles. Wilchcomb's going to come in for Litsky. I think Donnie's going to put his best 5 out there for the rest of the way. They got to be tired. You mentioned it, Roger. Game on Saturday at Bethany as well. But nobody's concerned about that here tonight.
You're not worried about Saturday tonight. You're worried about what the last 5:45 of this one.
Got to take care of business. Bryant, 1-1 on the line. Left it well short. It's an air ball. You think he's rattled. Oh, my gosh. Student section letting him have it. This is fun, Roger.
You know, we never dreamed we were going to have a night like this, did we?
Not really. Not by design. 60 all, 5.5 minutes to go. Isaac Rowe matched up with Bryant. Crosses over top of the key. Isaac in the lane, falling away. Layup! Got it. Fouled as well. Isaac Rowe. Eagles' first lead of the game at the 5:29 mark. These baseball guys on the far side opposite the Bethel bench. You remember the conference tournament last year, Roger? The energy they provided. Think if they filled this all the way up. Isaac Rowe.
Shooting two. No, we're shooting one.
Yeah, and one opportunity. Rowe foul shot, good. He's got 11. 63-60. Eagles with the upper hand. Donnie wants the crowd to get live. I think these students would run through a brick wall for this team at this point. Jalen Scott has the ball up top. Threshers trailed by 3. They're confused. All kinds of dysfunctional. Scott taking it to the hole on Rowe. Draws contact, flips it up. Shot not going to go. Isaac said he was straight up.
I think he came into him. I mean, if I'd have been there, I would have called it.
I got no issue with that. Third one on Isaac. 5:10 remaining. Both teams shooting 2 free throws every foul from here on out. That's critical. Need to play disciplined defense.
What did he say?
I think they might have had the foul potentially on the wrong guy. We'll figure that out in a second. Jalen Scott at the line in the meantime. And it's getting loud. Scott, the free throw rattles in. 61-60. Rather 63-61, excuse me. Eagles out in front. Scott's got 11 points. Second one off the mark. Dogfight for the rebound. Wilcombe saves it. Was he pushed? What's the call down in the corner?
I think he called him out of bounds.
Josh tried to save that deep in the corner right side. And I think you're right, Roger.
Our favorite referee.
So it'll be Bethel basketball, 63-61. Eagles out in front. 5 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in what's been a wacky game. Eagles erased a 20-point deficit, now lead by 2. Bryant scanning, can't find anything, calls a timeout. 5 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. Inbounding will be Marshall. He's a Tulsa native back in his home state. Eagles by 2. Gonna be a dogfight to the finish. Gondal sets a screen. Scott waves him off. He wants to match up one-on-one with Rowe. Feeds it left side for Marshall. 10 on the shot clock. Marshall to Scott, right wing. Scott behind the back dribble. Gets in the lane, turns around. He's lost. Comes it off to Bryant. Floats it over the top. No good. Tip in. Not gonna go. Ball loose on the baseline. And they say Bethel touched it last. Thought Isaac might have gotten a fingertip to it. Another referee out of position makes the call.
Now you're getting over the referee.
63-61, Eagles by 2. They're shooting 35% in this game. Less than ideal, but you got to do anything you can to try to keep the undefeated season alive. Here's Rowe, fancy dribble moves at the free throw line, gets inside, shot blocked to Fikert, and Fikert can't finish. Wilscombe wrestles it up there, and he's going to warrant a foul call. The hustle down low. None of it's been pretty, Roger.
No.
This second half has just been some playground basketball. I'm going to take it right to you, and we're going to scrap, throw shoulders and elbows inside after every miss.
Josh, Isaac, when he gets down that far inside, he should have went to the hole with it.
Yeah, well, he's driving.
It looked like he tried to dump it over to Jake.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but he's been driving to the left, trying to finish with the right.
Yeah.
So Wiltschcombe on the line for 2. Josh misses off back iron. So it'll stay a one-possession game regardless of the outcome at the free throw line here. 4:18 does remain here tonight. Josh, second one. Rattles in and out. You need those. One-possession game, 63-61. Thanks for joining us here at Mueller. Exciting Thursday night game. Eagles erased a 20-point gap. Here's Marshall up top, working off the screen, feeds Poe Bryant, shot fake over the top of the key, kicks it to Marshall, right side, 4-3. That one off the mark, long rebound in the corner, kept alive by Bethel. Up top, here's Marshall. Kicks it to the corner, Bryant one more time from distance, that one off the mark, and this time the Eagles get the board. KJ will get the credit as he rips it away from Tipton. 3:44 remaining, 63-61.
Come on, let's score now.
Getting to the time of the game where the Eagles like to hold on to the ball. You know, it's been one-on-one isolation basketball. Tipton and Wiltschcombe set up at the top of the key. KJ is going to take a screen from Tipton. Pulls up left wing for 3. Yes, sir. KJ Malvo been deadly today. KJ's got 18, putting the team on his back. His fourth three-pointer. 66-61. Eagles lead is 5, more than it's been all day. Gondal right inside. The answer, no.
Baby.
Wiltschcombe gets his 9th rebound, one away from the double-double. Eagles, 66-61. 3 minutes remain. Eagles trying to hold on. Be tuned away for some time. This is probably catching you off guard. Eagles outscoring them 46-21, 7 on the shot clock. KJ pulls another deep one. Oh my gosh! Buddy Malvo lights the world on fire. 69-61. KJ at 21 points. Eagles by 8. Scott a response. Hits it from the right wing. 69-64. Plenty of basketball left at 2:25.
We got to quit standing around down here. KJ can't make all of these. You know, we've got to get everybody involved. But he's feeling it right now.
Three-pointers. We've seen him do it. He had 34 in the conference tournament, averaged 24 in the postseason. He's known to take over games. Rowe crossover dribble, kicks it to the corner. Fikert, 3-ball on the way. No good. Rebound Scott. 5-point game. 2 minutes to go. Bethel basketball. Gondal sets a screen for Scott, crosses over Wiltschcombe, back to the defender, gives it to Foster, back to Scott in the corner, drives baseline, Tipton cuts him off. Now they work it up top, Marshall. Marshall crashing in the lane, loses the ball out of bounds, fell on Tipton.
It got hit on the hand.
Ooh, I didn't see it, but if you did, I'll trust you.
Well, it looked like he got hit here, but you know, it wasn't very much.
2 shots on the way for Marshall. First shot from Marshall, back iron, no good.
I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of kids that are tired right now, and it's beginning to show.
Oh, yeah. Marshall, by the way, a 37% foul shooter.
Well, it's one they keep that in mind, too.
It'll stay a 2-possession game regardless. Second one from Marshall, high arcing shot, it's in, 69-65 with a minute 47 left. KJ's gonna charge into the front court and call a timeout. 1:45 remaining, 69-60. Eagles have the upper hand, need a stop or two, and they can clinch this somehow. Here's Marshall, kicks it right side. Foster, hand in his face for three, off the mark. Tipton collects the rebound. KJ Malvo with the ball, minute to go. 25 on the shot clock. They're not going to foul. It's a 6-point game. The Eagles going to take off as much time as humanly possible here. 50 seconds. KJ over toward the left wing. Marshall running step for step with him. Now Isaac Rowe. Isaac and KJ have put the team on their backs. Here's Isaac driving toward the lane. Kicks to Fikert. 8 on the shot clock. Fikert challenged heavily by Foster. Turnaround from the elbow. It's an air ball loose on the deck. Scott picks it up. 35 seconds left. 6-point game. Bethel on offense. Scott pulls up for three. That's a big miss off the rim. And KJ has it in the backcourt. He's fouled. 25.9 seconds left. Eagles could make it a 3-score game. Wow.
We got to make these 2 free throws, and I'll feel a lot better. But you know what?
I agree.
We've seen a lot of things happen in the last few seconds. So
talk about 2 different halves of basketball. Unbelievable. So Malvo, maybe the purple shoes weren't bad luck. Free throw goes in to give him 22, a season high. Roger Skelly, our KPGM shoe analyst, was ripping him to shreds. A lot of fun tonight. 7-point contest with one more foul shot on the way. It's in. 23 for KJ. 73-65. KJ's made 5 threes in this one. Here's Sam Morgan, shot fake, drives, kicks to Foster, tipped out of bounds by Fikert. Great hustle play. Jake, I think he lost his composure there for a little bit. Donnie sat him out for a good 5-minute stretch. He's come back to provide some great energy. 19.5 seconds remain. Marshall challenging at the rim, and he'll lay that one up and in. 73-67 with 16 seconds left. 6-point ball game. Eagles have possession. They just need to take care of this basketball, Roger. Summary that I'll write about the first half. We got a foul. Should have come off the clock.
I thought he said 16.4.
Yeah, that's what it was at the stoppage. So KJ trying to add on. He had 5 points at halftime. At 23 now with 2 shots on the way. First one in.
Got 22 points. This is going to be 23. Oh,
no good.
I talked too soon.
74-67, 13 seconds remain. It's a 3-score game. Not much they can do. Here's Marshall coast to coast. Layup, no good. Wilscombe steals it off the rim, and that was his double-double rebound. They turn it over in the backcourt. Bryant gets a bucket.
Throw it deep. Throw it deep.
74-69.
Throw it deep.
Tipton throws it over the top for Malvo. KJ to Wilscombe. Two-handed slam. Exclamation point. W. OKWU. 76-69. Full court heave at the buzzer. Almost went in. Eagles come back from 20. Win it 76-69.